I mean, throughout the summer, it's been a challenging time because although it's been fantastic having help and assistance from people coming volunteering on the project, my dad was in decline. He has had cancer and is in the final stages of that over the summer, and he finally passed away in August. So the lead up to that time was getting increasingly challenging, helping my siblings care for my dad and care for my mum as well during that time. So I had a lot of family obligations, including children. So it was a challenging time, but it was also buoyed up by having young, energetic people around to help and to be positive and to have a project to focus on outside of the family duties and obligations. It's been extremely difficult managing all the expectations of people in a situation where there isn't such a clear-cut understanding as paid employment, and everybody's excited by the project. That's the thing that's driving everybody. And it's up to me to maintain that excitement. And when I'm struggling with other major events in my life at this time, that makes it difficult to be fully there for everybody. Right, can you eyeball me, Sam? So I want you to stand. But having said that, the momentum has kept going. There was a spell in the summer over the, leading up to my father's death and afterwards that had to down tools and obviously give my full time to the family. But my dad was very much for the project. He was very enthusiastic about it, and I keep on going, and I feel there's closure now. I've had my father's memorial, and I feel there's closure now, and it's time to pick up the pace and move on. And I know that he would be really excited to see it continuing and picking up pace again, and that's exactly what we're doing. So it's just a little bit out, but we're going to tap it. Put a bit more pressure on this clamp and ease these ones, and it should just hopefully level it a little bit. Just check the laser. Yeah, it's running parallel. Okay, so I'm ready to drill now. So if you can get the step ladder and so you can eyeball the drill. Yep. Have you got something good to eye it against? Vertical. Okay, are you ready? Let's That's good, is it? Still good? Like that? Good? Good like that? Okay. Still good? Okay. So we can butter it up with blackjack now and get the bolts in. The drift.
You happy?
Yeah, no, we're getting there. This is the last 3 frames to go. As you can see, we've put up 11 frames already, and it's gone quite smoothly. Really, everything's sitting nicely on the lines. We're using a laser level to check everything's level, and we've got the string line to make sure that all the frames are on center. And first of all, we bolted all the floors on, and then, as you can see here, we're bolting the floor on. And once the floor's on, then we can offer up the frame pairs and then get them riveted on. So in this section of the boat, because we've got the prop shaft down here, we can't use through bolts. Wherever we can use through bolts, we have, but here we're using drifts. It's basically like making giant nails. You nail in a 1/2-inch bronze bolt that will drive into the floor, and that'll fix it securely to the horn timber. Okay, let's get the blackjack on. Oh wow, that's nice to see. That's a nice reminder of what was happening in early June. We were putting up the first floors and frames. There's obviously been a big gap in the filming since then, but and a lot of progress has happened in that time. Actually, it's nice looking back and going, oh yeah, actually we've made some real good progress. Now we've got the sawn frames in, laminated frames in, steamed frames in, and we've a third of the planking done. So no, we don't want grease on those.
Okay, good.
Yeah, they're drift, so they want to stick as hard as they can. It makes me feel like, things are moving on. When you're working day by day, it seems like the progress is slow, but when you look back over time, you go, okay, yeah, we have really moved on. It's going to be really fun recapping in the next few episodes over what's happened over the summer, all the progress that's been made. Right, and then you can help me get this in. Right, we're going to lift it up. Lower it down, and then we'll get that. Okay, wait, just wait a minute before you tighten it. Let's just make sure it's on center.
I'll just bring it down.
Okay. In late spring, Remy and Lucas left back for France to go and find gainful employment in boat building over there, and I was joined then by Sam, who came from a furniture building college in Holland, and was enterprising and keen to learn some new skills. He's interested in sailing and wanted to learn some boat building skills. He came and assisted for 2 months, helping to put the floors and put the floors on, bolt the centre line together, and assemble the frames. No, I'll be all right.
Wait. Yeah.
I thought that might happen. We need a bigger hammer.
Bigger hammer?
Yeah.
Charlie's one.
Yeah, where's that then? There are definitely times when it feels like, gosh, this is all a bit much, isn't it? But I'm really excited by it, and it's been so nice to have all this young energy, people, young guys that are enthusiastic about boat building coming, and every time somebody engages with the project, it's like a new boost for my energy as well. And if we relate well, then that it's a real pick-me-up, and you know that it's not just about building a boat, it's about imparting skills. And boat building is becoming more niche, there's less new boats being built, less boats being restored, and so each person that comes and sees an aspect of the boats being built is you're imparting knowledge and giving the opportunity for the craft to continue and survive, because it is essentially about knowledge. I mean, obviously you need the materials, but it's how to work the materials, how to put them together into a boat, how to interpret the plans, how to make the frames, how to form the planks. These are all fundamental boat building skills, and that's why people are coming at these early stages of the build to see what it is that's fundamental to boat building, and these practical aspects that step by step go towards building a boat. And that's what these young people have the enthusiasm for. And in spite of the complexity of the project and the other things that are going on, running the business, having family obligations, when they come and they're enthused by it, that lifts me up and drives me forward, gives me purpose, and also seeing the boat coming together. I mean, every time some new wood goes into the boat, you can step back and take satisfaction in that and see it's one step closer to being on the water. Obviously, it's very important to find somebody who wants to take this boat on, to commission it, to enjoy the experience of seeing it being built, of being able to make their own choices about how they want the interior to be laid out, to have the excitement of having it built in time for the fastnet, potentially. So now's the time really to put it out there and say, look, we have a boat that's getting close to having the hull complete. It's still early stages, but that's a nice opportunity for somebody to come in and say, right, here's the funds, make this boat for me, make it the way I want it, let's have it ready in time for the fastnet. It doesn't have to be all singing and dancing, it just has to be able to race by then. We can fit out the interior later if necessary. But yes, it's getting kind of time critical now to find somebody who has the funds to accelerate the project, and I'm putting in everything that I can to keep the project moving, and it is. But yeah, we really need to find a buyer within the next 4 or 5 months to make it possible to race in the fastnet. That doesn't mean that that's the ideal, and that's what we're aiming for. So. That's it. Job's a good one.